I've not recorded a meditation session before, so I'm curious to see how this kind of goes, to be honest. For context, I'm in Bali right now, and this is just kind of like the garden, if you will, of the villa. But yeah, I guess to start this, I'll kind of explain. I don't want this to be a video. I want this to be more of a personal meditation piece that you guys just get to watch. But we're actually doing quite well right now, to be honest. Last month, the business finished at over 60. And I'm 19 years old. I'm 20 in December. This month we'll probably do over 100. And I don't seem bothered by that, and I'll obviously talk about that in this meditative state that I'll be in. But I would just call this reflection, to be honest. I was speaking to someone recently, and I asked him what he thought about spirituality, like what he thought spirituality meant in his eyes. This is someone who's done a lot of big things in his life. He used to be a presenter at Sky News, and he now lives in Bali, goes to my gym. And he doesn't believe in a higher power, but he believes in spirituality and like being grounded with the world and whatnot. I don't know. I'm with a lot of friends right now, and I can go through periods where my social battery's super burnt out. But that's also a very blessed problem to have. The way I see it is I'm gonna have problems no matter what I do. I can be homeless and have problems. My parents come from a third world country, by the way, Moldova, ex-USSR. They've seen a lot of doom and gloom in their lives. And I think I need to be really appreciative of what I have, and that's something I'm working on right now. And that's also why I meditate every day, just for gratitude. Well, I'll literally just sit here where I am right now and just think and be grateful. Last week was one of the most stressful weeks. The way I would explain meditation is, it's the process of letting your thoughts run their course. It doesn't need to be a meditative state. It doesn't need to be you wanting to get something out of it. Just letting your thoughts run their course. And that's what I'm going to do. And it's supposed to start off, I definitely like gratitude. I think I'm in such a beautiful position, and I forget it sometimes. I have everything going for me. I've worked hard to get here. I'm sure a lot of it was luck as well. I'm able to help a lot of people. But I don't know. I don't know why I'm not grateful. I'm in a third world country right now, and honestly that does a lot of harm to my mental. Every Sunday I take out like $100 US, and then wherever I go I'll just tip extra. And I make sure I do that every week. I do other things too to do well. You know, I tip my drivers or delivery drivers or whatnot. But I'm very conscious of the fact that this is a place where a lot of people don't have the opportunities I have. They might have the drive if they had my upbringing, which wasn't special by any means, but they would be able to do a lot more. Like I was saying grace today when I was having food, and after the gym, and I was like, I'm really appreciative for the people that have prepared this and for the people that have brought the ingredients into the country. It's quite funny because I became familiar with the concept when I was young of, I believe, like the amount of carbon monoxide release or something that you contribute to. I don't know what it is. I must have been super young. I must have been 11 or 12. And I didn't understand it fully. I thought I was innocent to that. I thought I was like an angel. In my mind, I didn't contribute to any of that. I didn't think about the stuff I was buying as a kid or the food I was eating and how much people contributed to it, how much impact it did to the world. And not in a negative state or anything, but just more of like a grand scheme of things. Like I am not very conscious, or at least I wasn't very conscious growing up. I know, that's a lie. I do think I was conscious. I don't think I was conscious of stuff like that up until I realized. But it just goes back to gratuity. I was saying grace today when I was eating, and I was like, thank you for the people that have delivered the food, served the food, and brought the ingredients into the country. Like, I'm on an island. It's absurd to think that we have the luxuries we have, able to order coffee, able to order water, able to go play paddle, able to just sit and work. To be fair, right now we're amidst electricity outage, so we're not able to work. This is a very vulnerable meditative state. It was the most stressful week I had in a long time. And it's actually why I started to meditate. Every single day that was just hard, I would just sit. It would be midday after the gym typically, so like 3 p.m. And I would just say, look, this is my opportunity to just realize that if this is the difficult day, and this is how I'm dealing with it, this is just progression and it's me growing, and I'm getting better at dealing with this, and it will only get easier from here. And after lying and manipulating myself multiple times, it did get easier, to be fair. It was a stressful week. I endured things with a girl who we tried to do long distance when we barely knew each other. It didn't work out, and she went into a very depressive state for someone who was doing very well, because it didn't work out and we knew the risks. And I'm not going to give all the context, but I walked away from it after speaking to her and knowing how much harm I did, and I could have felt very horrible, or I could have said, hey, I didn't impact that and I'll learn from this. And it sounds maybe really bad to say out loud, but I walked away from it okay and learned a lot. But that could have ruined me, knowing that something not working out did so much to someone. I think they must have pinned their self-esteem on me and let me determine it. And I'm not going to give, like I said, too much context, but that could have ruined me for months or weeks. And it didn't. I was okay. And there were a lot of things like that this week, where when it rains it pours is a saying I like to refer to a lot. And it definitely rained. It definitely rained. But we're 20 days into the month. It's October. To think that this will be the first Halloween I won't be with my family. Yeah, sacrifice, right? We truly believe we need a sacrifice to get to where we want to go. But it could have been a very dark week. The girl stuff, the stress, the situations, like the management at this fellow wanted to frickin' fight me at one point, basically, and I had to like disarm him and calm him down, because they had a bunch of complications, and the management here is honestly horrible between you and I. And it's been a long week. I don't refer to tiredness, I refer to being unrested when things like this happen. But it's Monday, it's a new week. Things are better. We have a lot of deals in the pipeline. We can finish this month really strong with the business. I don't like to chase peace, because I feel like peace is so up and down. Or sorry, I don't like to chase happiness. I feel like happiness is so up and down. I like to try find and sustain peace. And I feel like I operate out of that level often. I don't like to believe I operate out of stress a lot until it all hits me, and that's why I've been meditating. But I'm grateful for the food I had. I'm grateful for the people around me, even though my social battery is a little burnt out right now and I'm not spending as much time as usual. I just had an amazing Sunday, and it was a very fast-paced trip here. There's a lot on the itinerary, but it made me very much just realize how great of a position I'm in. The way I explain it is my subconscious mind hasn't caught up to my conscious, and I don't know if I wanted to. It's like I'm so lost in the sauce right now, where I don't realize how great of a position I'm in, or the people I'm managing, or the things I'm doing, where I fear that when I become fully conscious of it, I might develop an ego and feel good. And I mean, we all have an ego. It's just, is your ego in the way of your growth? And for me right now, it's not. And I'm sure even, oh, there's like a bug on my back. What the heck? That's so weird. I'm sure even when my subconscious mind catches up to my conscious, I'll still be good. Why does it feel like I got stung on my back or something, bro? Oh, it doesn't matter. I've been stung before and I was fine. We're in a very fortunate position, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna continue to grow and continue to be conscious and reflect. One of my fears right now, to be honest, this is what I mean when I say vulnerable, is the fear of lust. I'm getting leaner than I've been. I'm arguably looking better than I've ever looked. And I'm getting a lot more female attention, which I grew up with very low self-esteem. It's definitely higher now, but it's still a work in progress. And I fear that getting a lot of attention might distract me. But I think even, this was one of my previous meditative pondering sessions, if you will, where I was thinking about this. And I think that even just thinking about this and being conscious of not falling into a state of lust is enough to tell me that I won't, because I care enough not to. And the analogy I like to look back at is, if you care enough about your mom, most of the time you won't forget her birthday. There might be rare anomalies where you do, but most of the time you will not forget her birthday. And if you do, you'll make up for it. And the same thing with this lust concept. It's, if you fall into a state of caring too much about women, the truth is, yes, I still have arguably low self-esteem, but it's definitely a lot better, where I don't do stupid things as much as I used to. I will be okay, because I'm still so conscious of it. I'm in a position that is better than I've ever been in. Every aspect of my life is going up. I recently spoke to my uncle, though I'm not close to by any means, and got a lot of perspective on life and what to do right and what not to do, and how my dad was born and raised and lives in a very depressed state, and also a lot of ignorance, which clashes quite poorly with his stubbornness. I've gotten a lot of clarity, and I continue to ask for clarity and consciousness and growth. I'm so grateful to God for it. To be honest, even like a year ago, I wasn't very much religious, so I want to take the utmost advantage of the position I'm in and do as much good as I can for the people around me, for my family, for my friends, and just enjoy the moments in Bali. Because like I said, you're gonna have problems no matter what you do. I miss European roads. I miss walkways where you can just like walking lane, right? Or whatever, walking path, doesn't matter. And it's like, when I leave Bali, I know, I'll say, oh, I miss this at Bali, I miss that at Bali. I think I just need to live in the moment, and I've been doing that a lot. Gratuity. Is it a skill? Is it a characteristic? I don't think it's either. I don't know how to label it. I think I'm just a little unrested, to be honest. But I'm excited for what's to come, for the growth I'm going to continue to endure, because a year ago today, I was in such a totally different, opposite position. I don't mean money, I mean mentality. Because at the end of the day, the man makes the money doesn't make the man. You become the individual, and then you reap the reward of everything, whether it be female attention, whether it be freaking money, whatever, right? So yeah, I don't know if there's much else on my mind. I know I have some calls today, some meetings. I know I have something in the works. I'm planning to make a short film and I want to pick a very vague concept like perception or growth or the fear of whatever. Well, I don't know yet, but I want to give myself 3 weeks to do it. And today will be the first day I work on it a little bit, and I'm super excited to see what I do with it. But I'm going to plan that up for a little bit. I have some cardio later. It's already late in the day. It's probably like 4 or 5 p.m. And that's because I went to the gym, already ate. So it's midday. And this is when I like to reflect, because this is usually when you know if the day is going good or bad or stressful. So we're in a very good state. And I'm very grateful for where I am, and I truly mean that. A fear on my mind has been when I show gratitude and when I say grace and when I say thank you, do I really mean it? I'm utmost grateful for the situation I'm in. And I mean that. I'm really appreciative for where I am. Maybe I can't fully feel it yet, but that's just the type of person I am. This is such a blessed spot. So I'm going to keep doing things right, and I'm going to keep doing what I can. and I'm gonna keep doing good with no intention of getting anything back. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, I don't mind. I want to lead by example. I want to go home and be in great shape to show my older and little brother they can too. I want to build my businesses for the next few years, stack a lot of money to be safe and secure, get properties to be safe and secure, and tell my parents, give them the perception that I'm okay. And if anything were to go south for them or for me, we'd all be okay. Give them the sense of security. And then after that, in a couple of years, shut down my businesses or just delegate fully or whatever and go help my brother build a plumbing company. And lead by example for the family and show them they can too. I have a 22-year-old brother and I have a 13-year-old brother. And me making money will do nothing for them. I can help them, I can give them gifts, but that doesn't matter. Me showing them the path to develop the mentality I have now will do so much more. And through that, obviously make the money and whatnot. But yeah, it's actually really cooked. And that's what I mean when I say like third world. Everybody's just around. But it's like, this is the villa. And then you have I think a rice field worker right here. And it's so, in my mind, it's like so insane. You have somebody who, I guess like we're all blessed to make money online. I know we're all blessed to make money online. And then right next to that, you have people that would kill for this opportunity and would kill to have what you have. It's really depressing, to be honest, but it's just something I need to endure for now, I think, to develop the growth and do as much good as I want to do. Yeah, it's a cool view. It's a nice sunset. I don't know if it fully captures on this. Maybe that's better, but usually there's more. But today my brain is just blank. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's just learning. So I suggest it. Let your thoughts run their course. That sounds so forced.